We've got our first interview. Hi, everybody. This is Rob, and welcome to Stormcrow Overland, where we talk about going on adventures, road tripping, camping, and just generally getting out and enjoying life. Now, this week's episode, we have something extra special. For the first time ever, we're going to be guest. We're going to do kind of an interview thing. Like I said, this is going to be a little. This is pretty special. Just realize this is going to be different than what you're used to. It's going to be a little weird. Just roll with it. This is almost like a form of therapy for me at this point. Our special guest, he's going to have some thoughts on some things to share with y'all. And he might go full High Point Overland for a little while. And if that happens, just let it go. It'll be okay. Don't take any of this too serious, folks. This is just YouTube. It's just fun. So there might be some sarcasm in here. Hopefully, neither one of our interview, hopefully neither me nor the person we're interviewing say anything too specific to identify anyone that might be watching. But even if for some reason you realize maybe you're the person we're talking about, or you match this, or you feel like you might identify with the people we might discuss today, just realize it is literally all in good fun. Let's just get started. All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our first interview segment ever here on Stormcrow Overland. Before I introduce you to our special guest this week, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about him. He's been a big influence on my life. I feel like he's someone I've known basically my whole life. He's always there. He's kind of the voice in the back of my head sometimes. He has a lot of strong opinions on things. Sometimes I kind of have to help kind of calm him down. He's the person sometimes that comes out and says things that I might be thinking, but I might not want to say for fear of hurting people's feelings. I generally have spent the last several years of my life trying to be more positive and find the good in things and the good in everyone. I figure there's lots of good out there. We just got to look for it sometimes. Sometimes he's not always the quickest to see the good in things. Sometimes he gets a little upset. I probably mentioned in the intro, he might go a little ranty. And if that happens, just kind of let him go. He'll be okay. Hopefully y'all enjoy this. With no further ado, our special guest, this is Angry Rob. Well, thanks, Rob. It's about time you finally let me get some airtime on your channel. And yes, I do have plenty of things to share, but let's start with the fact that could you have not have found somewhere better for us to record than in your dirty garage? You got coolers and fridges and kayak stuff all stacked up around us. Can we go out to the lake or something next time, or at least somewhere where it's not hot and humid? This is ridiculous. All right, so Angry Rob, welcome to Stormcrow Overland. I just wanted to kind of sit down with you and just kind of have a quick discussion, maybe give you a chance to share some things with our audience. Got a couple of questions here written down. Just kind of wanted to get your thoughts on a couple of things. Here at Stormcrow Overland, we've been working, and like I said, Angry Rob's kind of there in the background helping sometimes, or trying to help at least. We've been doing a lot to try to organize some events. We've recently taken over organizing Cars and Coffee here at OKC. We're working on doing a trail cleanup that already got postponed once due to bad weather conditions. So Angry Rob, when it comes to organizing these events, whether it's stuff for OKC Overland or Rigs and Coffee or trail cleanups or just any kind of event like this, what do you feel like is the hardest part about getting these things organized? Okay, so hardest part about events. This is an easy one. The hardest part about organizing any kind of event is getting people to show up. It seems like everyone wants there to be events, but no one ever wants to go. Either it's too hot or it's too cold. We went to the thing remember we did that thing with Michael, and it was the first OKC Rigs and Coffee. We had 150 rigs showed up at Rigs and Coffee. 150. And thanks, a lot of those people had more than one people with them. And we were going to go camping afterwards. And the plan was to camp somewhere really cool. And we had to go settle for somewhere that was still pretty cool, but not as cool, because so many people said they were going to go camping, but then, oh no, it's too cold. Diesel heaters are a thing, folks. Uh, so out of 150 rigs, 3 went camping. Three. That's ridiculous. This is the whole point. We can't. What is wrong with y'all people? Do you only go camping like on Memorial Day and Labor Day when it's just like the perfect 2 weekends of the before it gets too hot or too cold? Diesel heaters are a thing. Fans are a thing. It's sometimes it's hot and cold outside. Deal with it. And the other thing, this is the other thing. Everybody wants to go do the fun stuff. Nobody wants to work. We try to work with Rob to organize a trail cleanup to go pick up trash on a trail that everybody loves to go see. I could post up on Facebook any weekend. I could post up and say, hey, I'm going to go run Sugar Creek Loop. Who wants to go? And I'll probably have 10 people show up in less than 24 hours notice to go run it and go have some fun. God forbid I say, let's go drive Sugar Creek Loop and pick some trash up. Ooh. For the 15 of y'all who did try to come out and we had to postpone because of the weather, y'all are amazing. Not talking to you. The rest of y'all, I get it. Some of y'all do have things. Life does get in the way. What Rob keeps telling me, I got to be more understanding. But come on. We got to be able to keep this stuff open. We got to pick our shit up. And other people leave trash. We still got to take care of it. So just realize if people are putting the effort in to organize events, make sure you put some effort in to try to go. What's your next question? You really bring up some excellent points. I agree. It is several of those situations can be really frustrating, but we do have to remember everybody's got their own kind of circumstances and priorities, and they may not always match ours. So we've got to be understanding for that. And there's been plenty of times that I haven't been able to make it to events because life got in the way or something else was going on, or I might have just plain forgot. But like I said, it happens to the best of us. Let's move on to the next question. So, Angry Rob, what are some of your thoughts when it comes to building the overland community? What's your kind of overall philosophy on that? Oh, building overland community. Is that just a fancy way of saying getting more people to show up? Okay, so I think I know where Rob's going with this. In a lot of hobbies, you've got to welcome new people in. You can't if you don't. It's like ham radio people. If any of y'all do ham radio, I bet you realize the average age of ham radio people is about 88 and a half. God forbid you have a 20-year-old try to get on a ham radio repeater and they're probably going to get told to shut up every 5 seconds. God forbid it be a 16-year-old girl. Then they're going to get called young lady all day and they're not going to talk to these people. You've got to keep new people coming in for multiple reasons. One, it keeps whatever the hobby is going. Two, they might have better ideas. I mean, if it wasn't for someone coming from another country and going, hey, this is how we cook shit, we wouldn't have scottles. And God knows everyone loves scottles. It's just, hell, I love Mexican food. And if white people hadn't started hanging out with Mexican people, we wouldn't have awesome Mexican food. And that's my favorite. You have to have new people come in and do things. That's how you get new ideas and better stuff. And we make things better for everybody. So as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to the overland community or events or anything like that, everybody's welcome. As far as I'm concerned, there's no gatekeeping. There's no, oh, you don't have a rooftop tent. I don't even care if you have 4-wheel drive. I don't care if you're in a Corolla or a Prius. You want to go overland? Let's go overland. One of the situations that I heard about, and I was not there for this one, probably for the best. I probably would have gotten out of Rob's control and actually said something. A guy I know him much better now. I didn't know him at the time. And the story that I was told, like I said, I missed this particular event, was that this guy has a very, very nice, very expensive, way above what the average overlander has. And he showed up at an event, at one of our events. And the story I was told was that a lot of people kind of gave him a hard time about his vehicle, not realizing that it was something he had wanted for years, if not decades, and had saved and saved and saved and found a really good deal on. and probably bought it off the lot and took it straight to a dirt road and probably puts more miles on it than anybody I know in town just about. But people are giving this guy a hard time, and he's going out and doing it. I don't care how much his rig costs. He's out there using it for what it's intended for. Probably more so than most of the people that have traditional overland rigs. Don't be that guy. We don't give people a hard time over what they're driving or what they're using. And if there's something that might be better, we help them figure out better. But we don't make fun of them. We don't exclude them. And I hate to even go this far, and I'm only going to because it's this month. God forbid I be at an event and I hear anybody, and this has never happened, thank God, because I will say something. I'm about this close to ordering an Ally Pride flag thing sticker for my rig, just because I want everyone to know that they're welcome. Period. End of sentence. Everyone. I don't care if I don't really have a problem with anyone's lifestyle or decisions or religion or whatever. You be cool. I'll be cool. Let's go have fun. Let's go explore nature. Let's go have some adventures. Period. End of sentence. But on the off chance that maybe I do have a problem with your lifestyle or religion or any other choice you might make in your life, doesn't matter. Don't care. I'll keep it to myself. You keep it to yourself. Let's go be cool and go do something. Let's go have an adventure. That's all I'm worried about. And that's all anybody else should be worried about. So don't do that. Yeah, I swear, please, please let me be there the day that someone says something stupid and racist or homophobic or anything else to exclude anyone for any reason. I don't care if you're making fun of them because they got red hair. Doesn't matter what it is. We don't exclude people from our events. They're included. They're welcome. All right, we got another question to get me riled up. This is fun. So honestly, I pretty much agree with everything he said on this one. Angry Rob kind of hit the nail on the head. The whole point of this, at least for me, is to help more people get out, experience adventures, do whatever, to add more adventure to their own lives. And that's going to be different for everybody, and everyone's got their own journey. Everybody's got their own burdens. So I'm kind of all in with what he just said about we need to include everybody we can. So moving on to the next question. With us doing the trail cleanup, we try to focus a lot on tread lightly, whether it's the organization or just the principles that they're that they're trying to spread the word about. What are your thoughts on tread lightly as an organization, as the tread lightly principles, just kind of as a whole thing? How do you feel about that? Oh, tread lightly. Okay, yeah. I remember hearing about somebody complain about this a while back. Um, what I've seen with other organizations I've been involved with other hobbies that I've been involved with in the past, no organization is perfect. No organization is going to spend as much of their donations that they get on things that we think they should. But when it comes to Tread Lightly specifically as an organization, I believe in what they're doing. I think they're doing a good thing. I think they're doing the best they can. Could they do better? Sure, of course they could. We all can do better at whatever it is we're doing. I don't think there's an organization out there that can't say they can do better. So unless you can show me an organization that's doing a better job of supporting those principles that Tread Lightly is, I'm going to support them. It's that simple. If you find someone better, if there is a better organization out there, show me. Let me know. Send me a message. You may have to send it to Rob so you can get it to me, but let me know. And then I'll go support them. But until then, I think Tread Lightly is doing a great job, and I will continue to support them. I mean, and their principles. It's ridiculous that we even have to have Tread Lightly put out rules saying don't tear shit up. We're out there to enjoy things. And if we tear it up, we can't enjoy it anymore. Don't break your toys. Don't tear up your playground. This is not simple stuff. And for the love of God, stop leaving trash places and stop leaving broken glass. This is my biggest one because I hate shoes. I know it's weird. I hate wearing shoes. Really hate wearing socks. I don't want to be barefoot all the time. And I can't count the amount of time that I step on glass. My feet, you can ask my wife, even in the house, if the glass gets broken, my feet are like glass shard magnets. If there's one little shard of glass in the house, I'm the one that's going to find it. Same thing if I'm out on a lake or a beach or anywhere like that. If there's broken glass, I'm going to find it and I'm going to get pissed off. I'm going to get pissed off at whoever left that glass out there. And I'm going to get pissed off at anybody that saw the glass and didn't pick it up before I stepped on it, whether they're the ones that left it or not. Pick up your shit. Oh, I don't know if my heart can handle a whole lot of more questions. I hope we're almost done. Once again, I have to say, Angry Rob brought up some excellent points. He might be a little more direct with how he says the things, but I have to agree with a lot of what he's saying there. This is it's still there's still really good principles. It's an organization out there doing good things. I think no organization's perfect, and they probably still deserve our support. So it's been an interesting interview so far. I've really enjoyed some of your answers. Let's move on to the last question. The last question we have for Angry Rob this week will be, what is your biggest pet peeve, either when it comes to overlanding or just people and situations in general? What's some of your biggest pet peeves? Biggest pet peeve when it comes to overlanding or just people in general? Oh, I can only pick like one or two. I got a lot. All right, well, I'll try to focus on overlanding for this one, but it kind of crosses over into regular stuff too. One of my biggest pet peeves is the people who either aren't prepared or aren't even trying to help themselves. Don't show up somewhere having put no work into something and go, help me, figure this out for me. Man, I hope whoever I'm talking about is not watching this, but don't be the person that's posting in the group that has the maps available, going, hey, where do I find the maps? And show me how to get the maps and tell me where to go. You're already posting in the group that has the maps. You can figure this out. And don't wait till you get out there where you've barely got cell signal to even try to figure it out. Figure it out ahead of time. Look at the maps. Download the maps. Uh, it, if you're out on a trail, or if I'm out on a trail and I come across somebody with a flat tire, I'm going to stop and see if they need help. But I'm going to be a lot more willing to help if they're at least making an effort to help themselves. If they're just sitting there in their car and I pull up and I go, hey, are you okay? What's wrong? And they go, well, the tire's flat. Well, is someone on the way? Do you need help? Is there a problem? Can you not get the lug nuts off? Why are you not doing something? Be prepared. Oh my God, we had some friends that went camping with us a while back. I think Rob might have told this story on the channel before. They hadn't gone camping in 10 years. Decided they want to go camping. We took them camping. And they show up to camp for 2 nights. And they go, oh, we didn't bring any pots and pans or anything to cook on. The hell were you planning on eating? Luckily, yes, we had stuff. We took care of them. They were friends of ours. They'd helped us out with stuff before. But be prepared. Think your stuff through. This is simple things. Don't expect people to put forth more effort to help you do what you want to do than the amount of effort you put forth to do it in the first place. It's just that simple. Good Lord. Ugh. All right, Rob, I hope you don't have any more questions because I'm just about done sitting in your trashy garage. Okay, then. I'm sure there's some folks out there watching that might understand where Angry Rob's coming from on a few of those. I know he's echoing some stuff some frustrations I've heard from other people in the overland community, but he might be a little more direct about how he says it. He needs to maybe be a little more sympathetic towards others. So, folks, that's really all we have with Angry Rob this week. Angry Rob, thanks again for coming out, sitting down with us. Folks, I know this was a little different. If for some reason you felt like you might have been targeted by some of Angry Rob's comments, realize this is all in fun. Kind of like what Angry Rob was saying about building community. Everyone is welcome. Um, just realize that we all get on each other's nerves one way or another sometimes. Even my bestest of friends, my family, my wife, who I love more than anything, my kid, who I love more than anything, they get on my nerves. So if I'm talking about something that maybe one of you did that might have gotten on my nerves or Angry Rob's nerves, Just realize it's all in fun. It doesn't mean anything. This was just a weird kind of goofy experiment. Um, if you've made it this far in a video, bless your heart for making it this far. And do me a favor, leave me a comment and let me know if you made it to the end. If this was a horrible idea and never do this again and go shove Angry Rob in a closet and don't let him back out. Or did you find this entertaining and maybe we should have Angry Rob back every once in a while when he's got some more frustrations built up that he might want to share with everybody? Like I said, just let me know. And besides that, any kind of like, comment, follow, share, subscribe, that kind of stuff. I know I appreciate it. I'm sure Angry Rob would appreciate it as well. Uh, if you've got a message for me or anything you'd like to hear me talk about, or just something you want to share with me, feel free to send it to me. Uh, Angry Rob is not real active on social media. We don't really let him have unfettered access to the internet. So if you've got a message for him, just send it to me. Let me know it's for him, and I will pass it along. And maybe he'll send you a response. Who knows? And finally, if you're watching this possible train wreck of a adventure we're doing right here, just realize we also release the audio as a podcast. You can find it wherever good podcasts are found. Just search Stormcrow Overland. If you are listening to this as a podcast, I'd like you to know we also release the video on YouTube. Just search Stormcrow Overland. And finally, you can find us on Instagram at Stormcrow Overland as well. Um, Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I'm highly impressed. And other than that, I hope you have a great week. Sometimes you have to go out and get lost and maybe take your angry buddy along with you before you can find yourself. Thanks for watching.